Hi, I'm Kathy,
And I'm Maddie.
and we are Wheelchair Adventures. And we are going to tell you about the suite that we had on the Celebrity Apex. In our prior video, we talked about the overall ship as far as accessibility or things that we liked, we didn't like. But now we wanted to concentrate on the accessible suite that we had. There's only 2 accessible suites on the Apex, which is not very many in my opinion, because there should be. There are a lot of people that
Need them.
Would enjoy being in a suite, but
Yes.
there's also overall there are 25 accessible staterooms between inside, veranda, concierge, but 2 suites.
The first thing I want to discuss is before I forget. In the last video, I gave a little hint, but there is a ramp that is inside the room instead of outside to go to the deck.
Well, there's always one inside, because how are you going to get there?
No, you know what I mean. Like, it's not. You don't see it.
Oh,
You don't see.
Okay, so it is when you walk in the room and you head towards the deck. It's a gradual ramp, but it took a few days to get used to it because it's under the carpet.
That's what I mean. Sorry.
And it's longer. So, the first couple days as I was I wasn't unpacking for 2 days, but the first day especially when I was trying to unpack Maddie, I kept tripping over it. And then I kind of figured it out. So, and then the balcony is, we've been on a lot of ships where the balcony, you go outside and there's a ramp down, but not in the Apex. The balcony is actually, I believe it's 3 inches higher than the others. You really can't see because you can't see the other rooms from your suite, but it's nice because you don't lose the space on the balcony by having to have a ramp on the other side. So we didn't get to spend that much time out on the balcony.
Well, because it was cold. I mean,
it was cold in the weather, but
it was rainy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but we made the best of it. It was It was a good time.
Right, but yeah, so that's one thing, you have to get used to the ramp, and it does take up some room in the suite. But let's say, first of all, the door. The door, it has the automatic door. You put your CPAS up and it opens the door. Or inside, you hit a button and it opens the door. You have to be careful because my husband got his finger slammed in there because it goes...
Yeah.
It kind of stops right short of the wall. And Maddie was in suite 11123, and there was an adjoining room there. But I had to be careful. It's like I said, he was none too happy.
Sorry, heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, heebie-jeebies, I know. He should have been there. So, yeah, that is something to be cautious of. After that, we were like, okay, stand clear of the door. So, because we didn't want anybody to get hurt. One other thing, the shower. A couple things with the shower. It's very nice. You get in the bathroom and you can look at our video. I give you a overview or a video of the actual suite.
That's what we usually do before we discuss.
Right, but now that you've actually been in there and been able to use the room and understand the things that are wrong or right about it. The bathroom. So it has a tub and then it has a roll-in shower. The bench in the roll-in shower is just about this wide.
It's tiny.
It's tiny. It's
tiny.
It's right in the middle of the wall. So if anybody who has balance issues,
like me,
is going to be feeling very uncomfortable, so they're going to have to, Maddie was holding on.
I was holding on for dear life.
On this side on the bar, and then holding on to this side on the bar, because she just did not feel comfortable.
Nope.
So, and again, it's small. I'm not even going to talk about how wide it was, but it was small.
Yeah.
So I don't know why we've been in other rooms and older models that it goes across. Don't know. They didn't call me when
Nope.
they made that decision. But
overall, it's a very, very nice.
it is. Another thing that happened one day, Maddie was showering, and we always shower in the morning, and the boat was turning because we were going into port, and all of a sudden, the whole bathroom was just flooded, like this much water. So I panicked. Luckily, there is a drain as you go out the bathroom door to the main or the sleeping area. So it caught some. There's a drain in the back of the shower, which, in my opinion, should be in the front of the shower where it can go drain before it goes into the rest of the bathroom. Or one of those rubber flexible guards that are in showers that keep the water in.
I don't know what those are called, but they should.
I don't know. Rubber flexible water guards. That's what I'm calling them.
Okay,
I have
that
no
works.
idea.
Well,
but you can roll a wheelchair over them. You can step over them.
You'll figure it out if you look it up on the internet.
Yeah. But it's a rubber guard, flexible. You can roll a wheelchair over it, no problem.
I have one in my shower.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I have the rubber guard in my shower. Never mind.
You have a shower that goes down. But anyway, we got it all cleaned up, and I felt bad because towels everywhere, and I just dumped him in the bathtub because we had to go off. Another thing that happened to us we were going transatlantic, and we had a couple of rough sea days, and the bathroom started to smell, and it's like the sewer smell. Sometimes I get it here in my shower because we don't use one of our showers, and it doesn't get water down it, so it smells bad. So what I did was get some really hot water from the tap and just poured it down the drain, and it was fine after that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess this was before the incident when there was a lot of water going down the drain because it had all flooded.
At least we know now.
We do.
If it smells, we just pour hot water down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just something that happens with drains. I don't know.
Tips and tricks.
Yeah. Get that hot water going. There was plenty of storage in the room. Plenty of room in the room. The one thing that was odd, again, was that the beds, and I guess that they were lower. I mean, Maddie had 2 twin beds, and it makes into a king if needed, but we weren't able to get the suitcases under the bed.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Which is odd because my husband and I were in another suite and we didn't have that problem. So I guess that the beds, and that's nice, lower for people who are in a wheelchair to be able to transfer over easily into bed. But just be aware that you're not going to be able to put your suitcases under there. We had to put them on by the couch, but that wasn't a problem.
No.
Let's see. As far as the amenities for suites, they were very nice. We had the retreat lounge, which had breakfast, continental breakfast, snacks, tea.
And really comfy chairs.
Really comfy chairs. Maddie loved to sit there. Yeah.
That I sat in, right? Yeah.
Bar in there. Beautiful, huge windows to look out of. We've been in Michael's Club in the older ships, and there's no windows or anything. But this is just expansive. It has a deck where you can go sit out on chairs.
I really enjoyed the modernness, as I said in the last video, but I really, really enjoyed the modernness of the ship.
Yeah, it was very modern, beautiful.
Yeah.
So that was the retreat lounge. And then the retreat sun deck was a whole other story. We only got to use it a few days because, again, we were going transatlantic. The weather was not the greatest.
Yeah.
But they have their own pool. They don't have a lift. I think they had a hot tub. Pretty sure they had a hot tub.
Yeah.
We didn't get in either, but there were places to sit in the shade. There were places in the sun. There were lovely chairs to swing in the pool. They have a bar. You can order lunch.
Oh yeah, you and Olivia did that.
Yeah, we sat in the chairs and just did some swinging. So yeah, the retreat sun deck is so nice. I'm sad that we only got to use it a few times because of the weather.
Well, I'm sure if we were to do a Trans-Pacific, I'm sure the weather would be more cooperative.
Yes, yeah, and we will do a Trans-Pacific in a couple of years. So that was it. It was beautiful, and like I said, you can get drinks, you can get food, anything, all day long. And what else? The Lumine. Lumine is a very nice restaurant. It's everything that's sweet related has been put in the forward part of the ship. So the sun deck, the lounge, and Lumine are all in the forward part of the ship. So Lumine is by itself, away from all the other restaurants. So on prior ships, older ships, Maddie's been able to order off the main menu, but not on the Apex because it's too far away from the main dining room.
Which, it makes sense.
It makes sense, but it's kind of
a bummer.
Because sometimes, Maddie's not an adventurous eater, and sometimes even I'm like...
Yeah. I try new things.
You tried new things.
I tried new things.
Yeah, you were good, but it's just, we've talked before about that feature, which is nice, that if you don't like something that they're having, you can order off the main dining, but you can't. But they do have classic selections, and that's what we were told. Things I think that are on the classic menu
are like chicken and
steak.
Yeah, chicken and steak are.
Yeah,
and then salmon was for
salmon
for people like Hank that like the salmon stuff.
Yeah, so I think those were the classics on the main restaurant, as well as you could get. You just couldn't get the daily food from the main dining room.
Nope.
And the appetizers that are the classics on the main restaurant, you could get in Lumine as well. The French onion soup, the escargot, Caesar salad. So, they at least have done that to kind of compensate for, again, people who like more traditional food. But the food was great. Great view, big windows. It was really nice.
One of the best desserts I would highly suggest people try is the baked Alaska. That is on the lobster night. Oh, so good.
Yeah, Maddie loves her baked Alaska.
It's basically cake and ice cream
together.
It's tasty.
And a tasty dessert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So you can also, being in the retreat, you could also, as always, go into Blue, and we did that. That was a very nice restaurant as well. We really enjoyed Blue. We didn't, as far as the four main restaurants.
And we didn't try Eden.
Well, Eden is a specialty restaurant, and again, to me it's expensive, but and we didn't even get on the magic carpet because of the weather. We'll have to do it next time. But of the four main restaurants that we're allowed to go to as well, being sweet guests, you can go to Lumine, to Blue, or to any of the main ones.
We should name them for people.
Cosmopolitan, Tuscan, Normandy, and Cyprus.
There you go.
So we went to Cyprus. We looked at the menu at Lumine. We're like, we're not feeling it. So we looked at the menus for the other restaurants. We went to Cyprus. It was a very nice meal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like being a sweet guest,
I had
you can,
turkey parmesan. It was good.
yes, you had turkey parmesan. I don't know what I had, but it was good. Oh, I know. I think I had burrata for one thing, and I love burrata. So I could have burrata for main dish, but I didn't. I don't remember what I had. Okay.
I think
so,
you had the same thing I did.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, maybe that could be. Don't remember. I just ate a lot. Food is delicious. So yeah, as far as the suite and all the amenities, in our previous review of Apex as a whole, we talked about the theater and how we, in our opinion, and maybe others don't feel that way, but we thought it was smaller than the older ships. But on, what is it called? Elegant Night, Chic Night.
Or as you called it, chicken
I
night.
called it Chic Night, yeah. On deck 5, it was reserved for suite guests. So you didn't, because it really got packed. And so you could go up on Chic Nights and your butlers would be up there and they would find you a seat. Butlers. Oh, do we love our butlers? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's like every morning I'm like,
Yeah.
Alvin, please bring me coffee. And he would say, yes, madame, would you like a bagel or would you like a croissant? I'm like, okay. And he would bring me coffee like 10 minutes. Boom.
And our butler Liam gave us very good service. One night we asked for cookies
and cheese.
And
who doesn't like cookies?
Olivia and I
cheese?
were having a movie night, so we just called him and said, "We want cookies, please."
And he brought you cookies and cheese, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Olivia's the cheese, Maddie's the cookies. So yeah, butlers are always nice, and we've been on another cruise that had a butler that I think she was new, but she wasn't as attentive as these two were. They were amazing. Yeah, anything you could want. They would see you. Who was it? I think it was Liam who told you. He said, I will watch you go down the hall and see what you're carrying, and I will have it in your refrigerator.
Yeah.
And he did. I mean, he always had Cokes for Olivia and anything that you wanted, they were there.
But of course, our friends Jared and Jordan, JJ Cruz, said sometimes people haven't been very nice to the staff. So
yeah, well, we can't talk about what other people do, but we're always nice to them.
We're always very
always,
nice.
appreciate them because they do work hard.
Yeah. So please be nice to people. Yeah.
Yes, always be kind.
Yeah.
All right, so anything else about the suite and the amenities of being in a suite as a whole? Anything? Oh, yeah, another thing, which I did not know. I went down to customer service, I don't know when. First day, what was wrong?
Internet?
Yes, right. The internet. We had, as suite guests, we have premium internet, and we could not bring it up on our phones. So I bit the bullet, went down to customer service on the third deck, and they said, Madame, you can go up to the concierge lounge. Not the retreat lounge. Sorry, it's concierge. What am I talking?
I don't know.
What am I?
I don't know. Your brain is going somewhere else.
I know. Concierge lounge. I don't know. But so retreat lounge, and she will take care of you. It's like, oh. So I went up, and there's 3 ladies up there who took wonderful care of us. I had a question about my bill. They took care of the internet. They took care of everything. So, I think, not everybody had the premium package on their cards. And it was just a little strange. But they took care of it. So you have to remember, don't go down to 3. Go up to the retreat lounge because that's their job. You want
Oops.
anything, talk to them. Between your butler and the concierge people, not concierge people, retreat lounge people.
Oh my God, you really are losing it.
Oh no, I'm tired. I better go. Okay, so we're gonna go, but
Bye.
Yeah, bye, and we will see you later. I'm Kathy,
And I'm Maddie.
and we are Wheelchair Adventures.